A wave of high-stakes anti-terror raids has just rocked the United Kingdom, exposing what authorities fear could be one of the most serious national security threats in recent years. 8 men, the majority of whom are Iranian nationals, were arrested on Saturday across London, Greater Manchester, Swindon, Stockport and Rochdale in connection with a suspected plot to target a specific premises inside the UK. 5 of the men, 4 of them Iranian, were arrested on suspicion of planning an imminent attack. According to The Telegraph, security services believed the plot was so advanced that it could have been carried out at any moment. The nature of the target has not been disclosed, but police have confirmed it was a specific site, which has since been contacted and given security guidance. The arrests were made under the National Security Act, a new piece of legislation that empowers authorities to detain individuals suspected of acting on behalf of a foreign state to commit acts that threaten UK interests. In this case, the foreign state involved appears to be Iran. In a separate but equally concerning operation, 3 other Iranian nationals were also arrested in London on Saturday. While their case is being treated as a separate investigation, they too were taken in under the National Security Act, this time under Section 27, which deals specifically with foreign power threat activity. The police feared that these men might attempt to either flee the country or destroy critical evidence once news of the other arrests became public. These arrests mark an escalation in what the Metropolitan Police and UK security services are calling a major counter-state operation, possibly the most significant one in recent years. Authorities are still combing through evidence, searching multiple addresses across the country, and conducting security assessments to determine whether further threats to the public exist. Here are the confirmed details of the 5 men arrested in the first alleged plot. A 29-year-old man in Swindon, a 46-year-old man in West London, another 29-year-old in the Stockport area, a 40-year-old in Rochdale, and 1 man, age undisclosed, in the Manchester area. All 8 men are currently being held in police custody, as officers continue to carry out searches and process the intelligence gathered during the operations. In a statement on Sunday night, Home Secretary Yvette Cooper confirmed the scale and seriousness of the arrests. She said, "These were 2 major operations that reflect some of the biggest counter-state threats and counter-terrorism operations that we have seen in recent years. We are supporting the police and the security agencies in the investigations that they are taking and the security assessments that they are doing. The Metropolitan Police's Counter-Terrorism Command is leading both investigations. Commander Dominic Murphy, head of the unit, acknowledged public concern and called for continued vigilance. He stated, "This is a fast-moving investigation. We are exploring various lines of enquiry to establish any potential motivation, as well as to identify whether there may be any further risk to the public. We understand the public may be concerned, and as always, I would ask them to remain vigilant, and if they see or hear anything that concerns them, then to contact us." He also thanked local police forces for their support and confirmed that officers are working closely with the site that was believed to be the target of the initial plot. As for the 3 men detained in London as part of the second operation, 2 were arrested at separate addresses in northwest London, aged 39 and 44. The 3rd man, aged 55, was taken into custody from a home in West London. The arrests underscore an increasingly assertive posture by British security forces under the National Security Act 2023, as foreign state-sponsored threats, particularly from hostile regimes like Iran, continue to grow on British soil. While details remain tightly under wraps for operational reasons, this double strike by UK counter-terrorism teams sends a clear signal. The era of looking the other way is over. The UK is now actively confronting what officials are calling counter-state activities, and these arrests could mark the start of a much larger battle against foreign infiltration. This is a developing story. More updates to follow as the investigation unfolds. In other news, households have been told to ration their water use as the southeast of England is experiencing drier conditions than several major international cities. Tim McMahon, the managing director of Southern Water, has claimed that the region is drier than Sydney, Dallas, Marrakesh and Istanbul. The water company says it is being forced to ask customers to reduce their usage. McMahon warned that if customers don't use less water, it could lead to future bill increases. Southern Water indicated that significant investment is needed to improve infrastructure, as the majority of its current water sources will need to change in the coming decades. We need to reduce customers' usage, otherwise we will have to put other investments in place, which will not be good for our customers and might not be the best thing for the environment, McMahon told the BBC. He explained that the company's hands were being forced by the region's dry conditions and dense population. If you look at the southeast of England, it's drier than Sydney, Istanbul, Dallas, Marrakesh, he said. Southern Water said the money from price hikes is needed to improve infrastructure. We can't keep extracting from our current sources, McMahon added. 60% of them will be different in 20 years' time. That's where the investment is going. According to the Met Office, the driest parts of southeast England receive about 20 inches of rain annually. This is significantly less than Sydney, which gets over 48 inches of rainfall per year. Istanbul receives just under 24 inches annually, while Dallas, Texas gets nearly 35 inches of rain each year. Marrakesh, however, is considerably drier than the southeast, with only 9 inches of annual rainfall. The Met Office data confirms McMahon's claims about the southeast's relatively dry conditions compared to Sydney, Istanbul, and Dallas. Only Marrakesh experiences less rainfall than southeast England among the cities mentioned. Southern Water is taking action to address these challenges with new infrastructure projects. The company is partnering with Portsmouth Water to build the Havant Thicket Reservoir in Hampshire. This will be the UK's first new reservoir in 30 years. Southern Water said it would store 8.7 billion litres of water and provide up to 111 million litres daily during drought conditions. McMahon also revealed plans to source water from further afield. If you're in Hampshire, water will be coming from Oxfordshire from the new reservoir we're building with Thames Water, pumped all the way down to Hampshire. The potential reservoir near Abingdon in Oxfordshire has proved controversial, with thousands opposing the proposal. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you have not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.